Hi everyone, welcome to Belly Strong. This is our 20-minute workout for week 16 of pregnancy, focusing on the full body and also touching on the core regions. All you'll need is a mat, some water to keep you hydrated, and just before we start, remember to subscribe if you haven't already to join our community, and let's get started with this week's workout. So our warm-up starts with just a knee march with overhead arms. So we're really reaching up towards that ceiling and then pulling down as that knee comes up. Trying to make this a little bit of a balance, so it's a controlled lower of that foot back down to the mat for 4, 3, 2, and 1 into hip circles. So you just swing that leg across the body and out as you open that hip. As the leg comes out, try not to have the other hip go with you. That hip pushes out as the other leg circles. For 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 into a squat pulse. So we squat down, 2, 3, and up. Squat, 2, 3, up. Really sit those hips back. Weight is on your heels as you squat. Down, 2, 3, activating all of those leg muscles in preparation for what's coming later. Last one. Down, 2, 3, and we start from the beginning. Pull those arms down as knee comes up and up. Nice open chest. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 into our hip circles and out. Across the body, out. Breathing throughout. 4, 3, 2, 1 into our squat pulse. Down, 2, 3, up, down, 2, 3, squeeze up. Chest facing forward and upright as you squat down. 2 more. And last one. And relax. So we go straight into a bit of a leg workout. Legs are a great way to get into a workout because they're so big, a lot of blood flowing through them. It's a good way to get into a workout and to warm up even further. So we start towards the front of our mat, making sure you've got a little bit of space behind you. Pelvis slightly tucked under in preparation for a lunge. And then we lift that leg up into a balance. Lunge, balance, lunge. Really squeeze the glute of that standing leg to help you balance. 4 more, up, 3, 2, exhale, helps to balance, 1. Straight into the other side, down, squeeze, down. I'm a little bit more wobbly on my right side, courtesy of some past hip issues, which I'm trying not to let get worse during pregnancy, which is one of the good things about these workouts. Last one. Back to center. I'll face you for this. Going into a plie. Feet are slightly pointed outwards as you plie, and then twist into a lunge with a push. Plie, push, plie, push. As you plie, push those knees out and open. Push out and open. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, shake those legs out. Now that we're familiar with the movements, we'll repeat both of those exercises. And we're going for 10 reps of each. So we'll do 10 lunges into a balance. Stand up tall, roll those shoulders back and down, slight pelvic tuck under in preparation for our lunge. As we go back, lift and balance. 2. If you need to tap center and then lift the leg up to balance and make it smooth, do so. But if you have the control, come straight through. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Lunge. Zip up, balance. That's 3. 5. Squeeze the glute of that standing leg. 9. Last one. 10. Squeeze. Shake those legs out. Get your breath back. As we move into our plie. Bend down, push knees out, and then lunge, out, lunge. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Just kick those legs around, sway those hips side to side for a little bit of mobility work before you move to the back of your mat. And we roll down into a plank position. Getting that breath back, as you can see that I need to do, in and out. Remember, it's important to exercise at your own pace during pregnancy. Make sure that you're not getting yourself too breathless or dizzy or faint, and keep hydrating through your workouts. One more breath, and exhale. Roll down, starting with a chin tuck, round the spine, and walk forward into a kneeling plank. Now you can do this in a full plank, but I'm going to do this in kneeling because my upper body strength definitely not going to handle that at this moment. My hands are coming out into a wide position. Shoulder blades down the back. The movement is push up, left, right, and then come back. So we're gliding from side to side in that push-up position. So I go down, left, right, up. Nice and easy, right? 4 more. 3. Bring those hips with you as you push up. We're not leaving them behind. Last one. And relax. Roll those shoulders out a bit. Take that neck from side to side. Release those neck muscles before we do just one more set. So that's 6 push-up glides. Hands nice and wide. You're thinking about abs here, not letting this happen. Shoulder blades down the back, and we lower ourselves down, glide. 2. Keep the back of the neck long. It's a very small glide from side to side. 2 more. Last one. And now sit back into child's pose. Stretch those arms in front of you. Relax that head on the mat. And breathe. Okay. We'll now come into an all fours position. You can do this on your elbows if you find pressure is a bit too much for your wrists. So we start by getting ourselves into the correct starting position. Push up and out of those shoulders. Shoulder, hand in line, knee, hip in line. Rock that pelvis back and forward as you find your neutral spine, and zip up, tense into those abdominals slightly. The first movement is a side leg lift, and then it comes across the body to the opposite hand. Side and cross. So you'll notice that, hopefully, my back is not moving a lot with this or my hips. My hips are nice and still as the leg does the movement. Just 3 more. 2. 1. Nice and easy. Switch to the other side. So we take that leg out to the side and then cross and in. Try to keep the weight fairly even between both hands so you're not leaning more to one side. 4, 3, 2, last one, and relax. Take the weight off of those wrists just for a moment. We're going to repeat those exercises now that we know what to do, and at the end of each side we're going to add a bit of a pulse. So all you need to do is follow me, but come back into that starting position, making sure you're pushing out of your shoulders. We're in neutral spine. Abdominals are zipped up, not hanging out. And we're ready to move. So we lift that leg out to the side and then cross 8 of these. Keep that back of the neck long as you stare into the mat. Hips as still as possible while letting that leg move. 2 more. Last one. We come back in, out, and we pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax, recenter yourself before we repeat on the other side. Leg lifts out to the side and then across to the opposite hand. Really concentrate on keeping that trunk and that torso still. 3, 2, 1, and then pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And open those knees a little bit wider to sit back into your child's pose and breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Relax the head. And bring yourself off that mat. And we're going to move into a sitting position. Swing those legs around. We've got the hundreds coming up, which is one of my favorite Pilates exercises. Ours is modified a little bit in sitting, but we start with a few pelvic tucks just to make sure that we're mobilizing that lower spine in most of our workouts. Then we tuck that pelvis, hold that tuck as we round that lower spine and lower ourselves a little bit closer to the mat. From here, arms come up in front of you, and the movement is a short, quick pulse down as we keep C-curve position. You can inhale for 5 pumps and exhale for 5 pumps to coordinate the breath with that movement. So it goes in and out and in and out and in and out. Almost there. Keep pumping for 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come up into sitting, just to release those hip flexors which may have been taking some strain, before we move into some opposite hand and foot reaches. The movement starts the same with a pelvic tuck and a round spine, and you can bring one arm out to the side to support you, other arm up into the air, leg extends, and we're touching toe to hand and opening back out. So that leg that's coming up can have a slight bend in it. Doesn't have to be completely straight. 4, 3, you can also do this without hand support. 2, 1, back to neutral. Release those hip flexors, and then repeat on the other side. So your hand can either be out supporting you as you lift and touch opposite hand and foot, or it can be in front of you here. As long as you're maintaining good form, shoulders are relaxed, abdominals are taking up all the strain. 3, and 2, 1, and hold it here. This is our last pulse. We're just going to pulse torso up and down here for our final 15 seconds. Almost there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Let's stretch it out a bit before we finish. Come into a mermaid position where one leg is in front of you, other leg bent behind you, and we're going to stretch over to one side as we keep breathing. And then switch over to the other side where you won't get as much movement, but we're still mobilizing the hips in this position. Now bring that back leg across and over your front leg and twist towards it to stretch out those glutes. And switch sides. One leg bent in front, other leg bent behind, side stretch first, reaching up and over. And then to the other side. Bring that back leg over and across. Twist towards it, stretch out those glutes. We're then going to sit in a cross-leg position and just clasp your hands behind you to open that chest. You can also lift your hands up and away from your buttocks to increase that stretch. And relax. Give that head, that neck a bit of a side-to-side movement. And then sweep those legs behind you to push back onto your haunches and roll up into standing, hips to ceiling. Curve that spine. Head is the last thing to come up. And we inhale and exhale. Fan in and out. And last one in and out. And there we go. That is our 20-minute workout. Well done, guys. That was a good job. Just a reminder to subscribe so you know when our videos are coming out, and we will see you next time.